All right. I wanted to touch on these stones and how these commercials, you really need to pay attention to the commercials, and I'm going to show you a couple of examples. I've already showed you some examples of commercials, but I believe that some of these products may be used as delivery devices. Either that or they've been used in the past to make a point, or it's just the way these computers, I'm telling you, they got control of a lot of things. Now, I think this became a thing recently where people are manipulated and controlled, even down to the point to the people that are making the commercials. And it's like computers are controlling these people in order to make these commercials to their liking. And it's almost like these computers are using these commercials in order to communicate with each other. It is some major CIA shit. I guarantee you this has got CIA written all over it. But you know how I was talking about the progressive movement, and also you have the motorcycle commercial that I'd showed. I had talked about motorcycles being a thing. It's man and a bike, and that makes a cyborg. It's man, machine, cyborg. Okay, well, this is the new age where you got a guy on a motorcycle. It's a progressive. Pay attention to the progressive commercials. They all make a lot of sense. But this one here will show you. Okay, this guy's on a motorcycle, right? And he's happy. He's just riding along. And I think this was to I had a little bit of a semblance to me. I'm telling you, I'm a center figure in all of this. But the symbology here is the guy's on his motorcycle, and these, I was talking about this nanotech that lands on your head. It gets in your blood, but it'll land on your head. It'll put an orb around your head, and it can control your mind from the outside. It's really strange. It's very strange how it works. If you watch the Lieutenant Colonel Bradshaw video, he kind of touches on that. But this right here shows a guy on a motorcycle, and his motorcycle is really tough. Him and his motorcycle. Now he's just driving down the road, and all these progressive birds are just landing on him, right? And these are your super beats and your juice stone, okay? And they're just kicking his ass. Well, what everybody didn't realize is if you had a motorcycle from before this, if you was one of the real original cyborgs, then you were on a motorcycle from somebody in the military or something like that, or you probably paid for it or whatever. But now it's freaking public, okay? So you can watch this commercial. It is such a good night to kiss. It is such a good night to kiss. It is such a good night a bad day on the roads, too. Okay, so that's a guy on a motorcycle who's being basically bombarded by, the stones, the nanotech that's in the air. And if you were in the military, there's a chance that you were on a motorcycle and you didn't realize it. Now, I'm not 100% sure about that, but I guarantee you I was definitely on a motorcycle. The military may have done something to soldiers while they were in there because they were anticipating this, and I'm sure the paperwork would be in order. But let's say that they did give them a shot or something that gave them a defense mechanism or a motorcycle, if you will, that when this day comes, that they would have people that were all over the United States in the military that were inoculated with their own brew in order to counter this other stuff that they knew would come. Okay, which doesn't do nothing but fuck with your head, especially if you're me. Now, here's another commercial from back in the day. This is blue blockers. This is where I get into distribution devices, and I believe the My Pillow. I'll get into that in a minute. But this could have been I don't think they were doing it back then like this, but this was kind of a setup to what could be one day.
All right, now, I'm real fast. Let me tell you what I'm thinking. This shall come to pass. My name is Geek. I put them on as a shocker. Man, I love these blue blockers. Everything is clear. They block out the sun. Oh, yeah, I got to get me some. Everything is groovy now. No bull in my speech. This is what I do up and down Venice Beach. My name is Geek. I'm more than a hip-hopper, and I'll be cheap in my blue blockers. Yeah. Now, what do I mean? Yes, these sunglasses are really, really keen. So there you have it, folks, out there in TV land. Get you some glasses, they're sweeping the land. Remember what I said, now I'm a hip hopper, yeah. Go get you some blue blockers. Nah, you just been sweet. I'll see you later. I gotta make some money on the beach.
Okay.
We then gave him a free fare for doing some.
Anyway, so blue blockers, all right? This is probably during an election year. They come out with these blue blockers. This is what they're doing now. This might be this might have been a prequel to what was to come. And so if you go over here to My Pillow, all right, now It's just funny. I watch a lot of news, right? And I'll watch CNN and I'll watch all news. Now, my pillow, okay, my pillow guy, he's selling these pillows, right? And he's a conservative and all of that. And the only place that you hear or see these pillows advertised is conservative television and also conservative radio. You never hear these pillows advertised in the on a Democrat channel or on a liberal channel like CNN or whatever. And there's not a whole lot of liberal channels on the radio, but Hannity, Barry, I don't know if Barry does, Rush Limbaugh, everybody on Fox News. I mean, anything conservative, you get a whole bunch of My Pillow, right? That's all you hear. Well, I pointed out not too long ago. I was like, and I had kind of shot this out to some people, and I said, if the only place that they're advertising My Pillows, conservative channels, well, there's two things that's going. There can be one of two things that's going on here. Either the Democrats have prop this guy up to put pillows on the conservative channels and use it as a distribution device, or the Republicans have done that. Well, it could be either or, because just think, you got a pillow here. It's perfect, okay? It's bagged when you get it. The nano's in the pillow. The people take the bag off, and they all are conservatives. Now, if you wanted to get into the heads of conservatives using nanotechnology, here is the perfect distribution device. They take the bag off, they sleep on it, the nano gets in them on their head and on their skin. It's just full of nano, and it basically goes in there and infiltrates them, right? And that's really, I mean, CIA, you know what I'm talking about here. So here, this was funny. As soon as I throw this out there, I see another commercial the other day he's doing, and I can't find it on YouTube or I'd show you the example, but he's doing a commercial for this product where you rub it into a wound, and it's called Stop the Bleeding. So I think somebody might have caught on to what was going on here, whether it was to his knowledge or not. But let's just say that he was involved in a scheme to do that. Well, so I did a little research. I was like, this guy, he's doing a Stop the Bleeding commercial all of a sudden. Wonder what that's all about. Well, there's there's a lot of information coming out. People are wanting to boycott him all of a sudden. What I figure is the Democrats probably were using it as a distribution device to inoculate Republicans, because I can't believe that they didn't just fill the Congress full of Republicans this last election, right? So they may have done this, and it probably, inoculated a whole bunch of conservatives that didn't either didn't go out and vote, or they maybe changed their mind, right? So the Republicans might have found out about this, and now they're just doing everything they can to just stick it up this guy's ass, right? Can't say that I would blame them, but it's pretty funny that he did a Stop the Bleeding commercial. And he's getting boycott and all this bullshit. Now they're calling him a drug addict. It's just fucking hilarious. All right, now let me get over here to the super beats, okay? You got the super beats, okay? I was talking about Spanish, right? Spanish is, it's side talk, it's side lingo. It's like two conversations when you're talking, and only computers can pull it off. It's very complicated. The humans don't even realize they're doing it, all right? It's a computer doing it. And some humans are really good at it, and if they realize they're doing it, they can accentuate it a little bit. Now, this Super Beets commercial, now I don't know if you've ever had borscht or not. Borscht is a Russian stew. Beets are a big deal in Russia, right? Everybody likes beets in Russia. And Dana here is the CEO of the NRA or whatever, the chairwoman or whatever you call it. She's the queen over there at the NRA. Well, your Spanish for this technology is National Rifle Association, or guns, okay? Well, this is funny. I went to find the commercial talking about Super Beets. That's Uncle Vlad stuff, right? Now, I don't know if this is a delivery device or not, but what it is just something saying, hey, Super Beets are here. It's on Fox News. That's what, we're pumping this Super Beets. We're pumping Vlad shit, right? So in this commercial right here, which has been doctored, okay, which is perfect because somebody else has caught on to exactly what I caught on to. What this commercial was trying to say is these Super Beets are going to defeat the Jew Ball. Right now, if you watch this, you're going to really understand what I'm talking about.
another Hitler. What if this performance-enhancing veggie was transformed into the clenched fist of truth? And I can help you fight this violence of lies with your body's nitric oxide levels and stop the madness. And that helps increase your energy and stamina. And when that happens, they'll use it in the afternoon as a pick-me-up without jittery side effects. The only way we stop this is to get a bonus 30-day supply free with your first order. The only option left is for the police to beat the odds, free just for ordering another Hitler. They use their media to assassinate a glass of earthy vegetable juice daily. And I can help you scream racism and sexism and xenophobia and homophobia just for ordering the Super Beats TV special today. I'm the performance-enhancing veggie of America. You'll love it. Probably not.
She's so hot. I want to bang her so bad. She's just beautiful. But anyway, I would like to make love to her, excuse me. That was the Jew ball kicked in. No, we didn't bang them. Bitch, I'm sitting in my house talking to myself. Well, that's right, I'm making a video. Anyways, so yeah, you got the super beats, right? And what that whole commercial right there was talking about was this is the counter, okay? This is what you have to have in order to counter this left-wing stone, okay? You don't have to have it. I don't think we need any stones, to be honest with you. We need to get rid of the damn things, but you can't, apparently. I think the government's really wishing that you could just get rid of these stones, but apparently you can't. Now, I think what you'd have to do is probably EMP, electromagnetic pulse, the entire world, because I'm almost positive that some people that there's a stone out there that nobody knows where it's coming from, and they don't know where the source is, and you know. That might be why they haven't solved the problem yet. And trust me when I say that a lot of these politicians and a lot of these people in the media are under the gun. I mean, they're damsels in distress. I mean, they're some men in distress, whatever you want to call it. But they're basically hostages. And I'm just trying to get this out there. I know all this sounds really wacky, but basically what I'm doing is trying to translate how I believe the communication is. Maybe the CIA or these computers for sure. I'm translating some of this stuff for you so that you can kind of get on track with reading it yourself. And you really got to have a little AI helping you do that. I'm going to be honest, but I'm pretty good at it naturally. But I do have AI helping me do that. And anyways, that's all I have on that one. And we'll try to make another one here pretty soon.